And when you look at these two competitors, Rob, this looks like an amazing fight.
Most definitely. You got the champion 4-0. He also is in the same team representing the Dons, maybe getting revenge for the Beacon. He's, world-class striking, world-class grappling, world-class defense. Was considered by many to be the best player in UFC 3. Also known as Mad Dog. You might have heard of this guy. I have heard of him before, and, he's a legend. And then you got the Four Horsemen Recognize. Kingsley, talk about this guy.
T4H Recognize, he's 4-1. His only loss was to Michael early on in August. So he's been on a roll. He only had that one loss, and then he's on a 4-fight win streak. And then he knocked out Mangan to earn this title shot. So we saw how Mangan was. Even though he lost to Blake Taylor, he is no slouch when it comes to the fight. But he is dominant in grappling. He's a high volume striker, and he's well rounded. So you never know where this fight's gonna go. And we have another mirror match as a Tony Ferguson pick in the welterweight division. And Rob, before this fight gets going, who do you have winning this fight?
I got the champion right now, Suave Jamie, undefeated, confident, looking to defend that title, and I think he's gonna be able to do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard Rob's pick. Do you agree with him? Give me a 1 in the chat if you have Suave Jamie retaining his title. But if you have T4H Recognize winning this title. Oh, but before we even get to it, my God, T4H Recognize, the challenger in the blue gloves, trying to take that title and become the new Suave Jamie on the ropes already. We didn't expect this kind of a start from Recognize right here.
Definitely not. Comes out, grabs the clinch, lands a devastating knee, and then a 4-punch combination, gets the first drop early, and he claims first blood here, Kingsley. Good job by Recognize.
This is your main event of ESFL 93, and it's already off to a fire start. And we see T4H Recognize go into the clinch and slam his opponent down into this backslide. And Suave Jamie back on the back foot right here in the bottom position. We know he has a rubber guard as he goes to it. Maybe he's trying to go to submission, just try to break up a little bit of the momentum of Recognize, as that was just a hot start for him.
Yeah, Recognize is doing very well right now. That rubber guard was scary, but Recognize able to get out of it. Posture's up now. Recognize on the gas pedal, and he really wants this win. You can tell he's definitely trained hard, and he has a champion in a little bit of trouble early in this round.
Yeah, he's having a little bit trouble in this round, but there's still plenty of time to work about it. And we see Suave Jamie able to take the back a little bit, trying to get a little bit of a top mount position, or maybe, yes, he goes for the top mount right here. And this is where he needs to do his work. He needs to find a way to get out of it, but gets put into a half guard position, but into side control. T4H Recognize is probably trying to go for a sprawl right here, but the crucifix getting denied. Good defense by T4H Recognize, but into the sprawl position. And now we're going to go back to stand up. Whoa, what a crazy couple minutes. But now we're back into the ground again, Rob. And huge deflating maneuvers from Recognize as Suave Jamie able to get the takedown again.
Yeah, Suave Jamie showing why he's champion, facing a little bit of adversity at first, but now he's finding his footing, getting the better of these exchanges in the grappling, and now on top in full mount and still maintaining control. You did get pushed back, but now he's inside control, gets that denial. Now he's going to be able to make a power play here.
Yeah, and we have to see. We're almost to the 1 minute mark here in our first round of 5 rounds, a 5-round war for the ESFL Xbox Championship, as Suave Jamie is trying to defend his title against T4H Recognize, who seems very game to fight his champion.
Nice.
But right now, so good so far, but a nice defense of that transition into the crucifix. And you have to think, so far into the ground and pound position, but able to stand back up.
Yeah, and last time they stood up, we got him with that Zabit takedown. And here comes the end of the round and a very interesting fight. A lot of grappling being shown, a lot of back and forth jiu-jitsu on the mat, and these guys are both well-versed. Who do you think got the better of those exchanges on the ground? I think the champ got him.
I think that you're absolutely right. I think the champ had the advantage when it came to the ground game. But again, these quick starts. Oh, was that a fake glove touch? Was Suave Jamie trying to go for the front kick? Whoa, okay. It just got a little bit personal. I don't think T4H Suave Jamie appreciated that first round, and he went for the fake glove touch. So I think this is game on for both these competitors. They know what the situation is. There are no friends when it comes to the titles. There can only be one. And I think actually recognizes, no pun intended, that he needs to jump on this opportunity as he goes to the clinch, just attacking the body a little bit more. But again, it seems like both guys' stamina is not going to be a problem as we see the total strikes landed 27-25. It's very close in favor of T4H Recognize. They recognize get in the back of the champ, Suave Jamie trying to defend this position right here. And Rob, backpack situation, is he going to go for a slam? He does. And so far, so good for Recognize.
Yeah, Recognize just going to that clinch time and time again. He really wants to use that clinch. He really wants to go to the angle pick. He just wants to do anything he can possibly do to get his hands on Suave. And he has him right now in the back mount, or excuse me, he has his back. Hooks are sunk in. And now he's just going to be patient and see if he can get that top mount or a submission or just maintain control. And Suave just trying to stay patient as well, make a read and try to escape and deny this top mount. But no, Recognize able to successfully get that top mount out on top with some time on the clock to work.
Yeah, 2:30 left in the second round of our 5-round championship fight right here. Suave Jamie a little bit on the back end as he goes into full guard, but hey, able to get beautiful. The reverse. Huge reversal for Suave Jamie, and now he's going to look to be on the attack. And again, for T4H Recognize, he was able to do some good work, taking the back a little bit and get the top out, but now he needs to find a way to get some nice defense, and he's able to let in the half guard from the champ. And you have to think, he tried to go for a side control, but gets denied. Good denial. And now we're into another reversal as T4H Recognize gets the full guard right here, and he needs to stay in this position or maybe get a ground pound at least, but that rubber guard is going to tell otherwise.
And there's the stacked position. He could land some bombs from here, but he just brushes them off a bit, survives, goes that left side. Oh, denied. Oh, Recognize. Good job. Wait, what the heck?
I think that was a submission attempt. It got denied into a reversal, and now we're in a submission attempt, and it seems like Recognize was initiating it, but Suave Jamie being the champion he has good submission defense, as Tony Ferguson does, and that was a little crazy exchange. I don't think we've seen that before in the ESFL.
Yeah, I didn't even know what was going on, if I'm being completely honest. It looked like a submission, and then he denied it, but then he locked it in again, and I was just thinking, okay. But here we go. Recognize making this fight gritty as hell for the champion. I mean, he's just putting pressure, and in this next round he's gonna come. He's gonna try to clinch. He's gonna try to clinch. He's gonna try to clinch. He's gonna try to take you down. So Suave has his hands full right now. He's gonna have to figure out a way how to avoid that clinch and how to do some damage and keep this guy off of him. He's doing a good job so far, though.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if the fake... Oh, no, glove touch. I think Recognize was going for a glove touch, but he tries to get taken down and able to deny the takedown. We're going fast and furious, calling Vin Diesel in this third round right here. And, man, it seems like a lot of bad blood is developing when it comes to this ESFL Xbox title, as both guys try to go for glove touches, but it's not just working out. And Suave Jamie, he says, I'm not going to afford you to go into the clinch. I'm going to take you down into side control and just see what I could do here. And it's working out well, but he gets denied out of the crucifix. And you have to think, he's looking for that crucifix a lot. And so far, so good for defense when it comes to Recognize. But again, the top mount position is not looking good for Recognize right here.
Yeah, he tried to get that knee on belly fake to the crucifix position. Recognize denied that pretty well. And this is just such a gritty back and forth fight on the ground. I mean, they're trying to fake each other out. Sometimes successful, sometimes not. There's a rubber ducky guard. I mean, they're just flicking each other all over this place. This is such a closely contested fight on the ground, and it's very interesting to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it's been very close, and again, we're almost to the 3-minute mark of our third round of our 5-round title fight right here on the main event of ESFL 93. And so far, you have to think, well, how long is it going to take for the ground and pound? Actually, we haven't really seen much ground and pound for both competitors, but some nice elbows, as you said, nice elbows landing for the champ. And you have to think, not a lot of ground and pound that we're seeing, but just a lot of technical fighting, a lot of denying of the transitions when it comes to this ground warfare so far.
Yeah, this is a very sweaty fight here. Very, very focused are these athletes, and they got to pay so much attention to detail and make sure they flick when they need to. And now finally a dominant position is claimed, and that's by the champ, Suave. but gets knocked into side saddle. Good job by Recognize getting out of that dominant position.
I mean, it was a 50-50, and we saw how that styles fight, when you don't get the first denial, I mean, it just goes deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. But again, nice maneuvers to get back into the full guard position. But we see a reversal in fortune as Recognize gets the top mount position again. And now a little bit of ground pump. No, he goes into half guard. And it seems like both guys are just content of just going into this transition chess game as we're seeing so far as we approach the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, and Suave has been really able to utilize that rubber ducky guard, but hasn't been able to do a lot of damage with it. And again, Recognize just stacks him, doesn't throw anything in it, and just looking for more control than damage right now at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're getting into the 30-minute mark, another rubber guard being landed by Suave Jamie. Suave Jamie, the champ, trying to find his way out of this position possibly as we're getting closer and closer to the end of this third round right here. Recognize. Try to go into stack guard. He gets his stack guard, but can he do some damage? He gets one strike. Gets another, but gets pushed out. And it seems like that's the end of the third round. And Rob, if you're a judge, it's kind of hard to say who's really winning the fight so far. It's been really close.
Oh, man, these guys are just tangling up in each other. They're just denying each other, transitioning on each other. Just literally the grittiest, sweatiest fight of the night. And one of their mental games is going to crack. But who is it? Is it going to be the champ, or is Recognize going to be able to stay cool, calm, and collected? I mean, the first one to break to make a big mistake is going to lose this fight.
Absolutely. And you have to think, like, it's for the title. It's for everything. It's on the line right here. And both guys, it seems like developing bad blood. And now we're just seeing strikes being landed and a nice hook landing for Recognize. And now the dirty boxing, the knees to the body. And you can see the total strikes landed still so close, 64-67 in favor of Recognize. And Recognize just attacking the body. And who knows, those clinch attempts and attacks to the body can prove to be the difference in the judge's eyes as we're
beautiful
strictly taken into the championship rounds. And nice takedown attempt from Suave Jamie. And now, Rob, this has to be where Suave Jamie wants to be, especially in a crucifix position right here.
Yeah, if he gets this first denial, he's going to be in a good position. Big elbows landing, and finally he's got control over this Recognized rascal.
Oh, boy.
And it looks like he might be able to do some real damage here. Wow, and Recognize able to bump him off again.
Yeah, he's able to bump him off again. I mean, he was able to get the first denial of Recognize starting to get out of that crucifix, but he was able to get one strike in, but now we're into a top mount position and now into a ground and pound. This is going to be all up to Recognize if he can defend these strikes, but the screen is getting red. The block gauge is getting low, and now we're back into the timeout and we're pushed into a half guard. Good damage dealing from Suave Jamie right there, Rob.
Yeah, it seems like finally Suave able to open up and get a few nice shots, some big elbows, and posture up in the full mount and drop some bombs on Recognize. It probably feels really good for Jamie, giving him some confidence. And that stamina on Recognize is dwindling right now as we go into the fourth and fifth round. I mean, he's been using a lot of stamina to make this a gritty, sweaty fight. And Suave's been responding very nicely. And now he's putting some pain on his opponent, Recognize, and he's letting him know that he's the champ, and he's the champ for a good reason. And no matter what Recognize does, he's going to be there.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to think, like, you don't want to use all the stamina, but you kind of have to against the champion because you need to get all these positions. I mean, you tried all your best in the clinch attempts, but when you go to the ground game, you can't stay here because he's going to take advantage. But, man, with just under 1 minute left, with that stamina alone and Suave Jamie having all the time in the world, and that block gauge is low, this could be bad for Recognize. This could be an end of his title contendership right here.
Man. Dude, he's getting controlled. The flicks right now on Suave are absolutely perfect. 4 for 4 right now, just dropping elbow after elbow, just pounding out Recognize, smashing him Khabib style, Brock Lesnar style. Recognize in all sorts of trouble right now. And Suave Jamie having a huge round, the best round of the fight, and ends it with a couple cherries on top. And those cherries are cherry bombs.
They are indeed cherry bombs. And you have to think, if you're Recognized, you need to throw everything at your opponent. This is the 5th and final round of our main event title fight, and we already see a fake glove touch, and you can see Recognized try to go for an overhand right there, just pushing out all his strikes, and you have to think Suave Jamie, He's going to feel comfortable going to striking. He's going to go in the clinch. Just attack the body a little bit more because that stamina and head health is so low that he feels confident to just keep it striking right here.
Yeah, now he's getting payback. He's got the clinch now, laying those uppercuts on Recognize. Recognize is, probably a little bewildered right now. He doesn't have a lot of stamina. He doesn't really know how he's going to win this fight. And if he does,
but the
he eats a big right hand. Suave Jamie putting pressure.
Ow, and the knee to the face. Is that it? Is it all over? It is. And still, your ESFL Xbox champion of the world, Suave Jamie.
Suave Jamie, now 5-0, undefeated. And man, Recognize, he made that such a gritty, sweaty, nasty, dirty, stinky fight. And Suave was able to deny, and supply the audience with the win. And man, Suave.
And that was that. That was my ESFL fight against T4H Recognize, which was the #1 contender at the time. I apologise for the quality. I didn't actually record this one myself. This was off Recognize's stream that had the ESFL uploaded. I usually upload it myself, but because of I had just completely forgot to record the fight, so I had to take it off their channel. But like I had said, that's my first title defense. Fuck T4H. Anyways, but obviously apologies for the quality and stuff like that. The next one will be grand. I appreciate everyone for watching though. So that will be that. Peace.